Vic Mornington, how's everybody doing? So we're at the SL Living Expo. This is going to be the first time for about 5-6 years that I've actually decided to take part in Relay for Life. I used to be part of the New Babbage Relay for Life team, but when New Babbage pulled out of Relay for Life and stopped taking part in it, I basically stopped taking part in Relay for Life as well. However, Magnolia City is taking part in the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life this year, and the SL Living Expo is essentially the event that leads up to and into the opening, official at least, opening day for Relay for Life season of 2025. So what is the SL Living Expo? Well, as the name suggests, what you're going to be getting here is essentially a very big mix, and more about the creators when we push the camera over a little bit, but you're going to be getting a very big mix of SL creators, whether it be landscape people, whether it be furniture people, whether it be homes, whether it be individuals, whether it be communities that are basically taking part in the SL Living Expo. Before we go on with the video, what I'm going to say is this is not going to be a deep dive. I didn't go to the blogger's office and pick up the stuff that bloggers are going to be blogging about. This is more of a general overview of the layout, look, style and theme of the 6 regions, or the 6 main regions should I say, that make up the SL Living Expo of 2025. It's more of a recorded history, shall we say, of what the SL Living Expo layout, look and feel was like for the relay season of 2025. If you want more information about what's going to be on offer and the various vendors, various booths and various creators taking part in the SL Living Expo, I do recommend having a look at some of the actual bloggers and Flickr people who are actually going to be taking pictures and doing write-ups of some of the stuff that's going to be on sale here at the SL Living Expo. Being an American Cancer Society event, the items that are for sale here at the SL Living Expo, I think I'm right in saying that it's either 100% for the vendors, from what I remember, all go to the American Cancer Society for the Relay for Life of Second Life of 2025. It's either 100% or it's 50%, but I think it's 100% for this particular event. I can't quite remember how the split works. I know that some of them are 50%, but most of them are going to be 100%, as in all the money that you pay for that item that you're getting from the booth or the vendor if you come and visit the SL Living Expo, that all goes to the American Cancer Society. So I'm standing in what is essentially the landing pad. I see that Firestorm's already advertising the landing point for the SL Living Expo, and this is where you're going to be landing, right here. So if we take a look at these little boards here, what you're going to get is a general feel, along with teleporters, of all the different creators that are taking part. And yes, Magnolia City is actually here. We're here. From what I remember, it was Nico and Dacio that done the main booth, and I done the meet and greet booth. More about the meet and greet booth when we actually head over to the meet and greet area. But you can see here, there's Vortex. That's Christina's sci-fi. That's Christina's sci-fi shop. Atomic Doll, Heartsong Gallery. You've got Honor. You've got Exposure. There is a lot, and I mean a lot, of creators. Oh look, United Federation Starfleet. I didn't know they were still around. They've been on the go for a long time. UFS, I remember the UFS clan back in the old Star Trek Armada days when I was very young and not fat and I didn't have any grey hair. Yeah, I'm 49 years old on February the 6th and it's kind of depressing me. Yeah, anyway, moving on. Vitality, they do the boxing stuff, and if we just keep moving, there's Pixel Box. And there's even more when we spin the camera around. There is a lot. Oh, Little Big Designs. They do some really good dollhouses and stuff. There is a lot of creators here, folks, including Hyvid. There's Hyvid. So, yeah, if you're coming to the SL Living Expo, bring a lot of money with you. think of this as a miniature shopping hop, because that's basically what it's laid out like. It's a miniature shopping hop. So if we pull the camera out, it's going to give you a better idea of the size of this. This is the landing region, obviously, but attached to the landing region there is a whole bunch of other regions, 6 in total for the main layout. Keep pulling the cam out, Vic. There is a lot of stuff. That's the main American Cancer Society sim there. But if we spin the camera around, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And again, this is not a deep dive video. If it was, the video would be like 2 hours long and nobody would watch it. This is basically a quick 20-30 minute video to give everyone an overall look and feel of what to expect when you actually come in to the SL Living Expo. So if we go back, in fact, just double tap there we go. If we go back to the landing area, which is here, you've got a choice of where to go. I would suggest heading up here first, because am I going the right way? No, I'm not. I'm going the other way. I would suggest heading to the meet and greet area first of all, because the way that the meet and greet area has been laid out, in fact, I don't know if you can from where we are standing. Yeah, I don't think you can. Yeah, because the meet and greet area is further up. Let's just bring the camera back, switch that off, and hold on. You can do that. Turn off the fly cam. Where is the meet and greet area? Alright, it's over there. There's the meet and greet area. So you're going to be landing here. To get to the meet and greet area, you do need to go this way and then turn left. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. We're going to head up here, past all the different merchant boards and community boards that you're seeing there, which is a quick teleport, by the way. If you click on these signs, you immediately get teleported directly to that specific booth, so you don't get lost, basically. But if we just toddle along here, nice landscaping, by the way. I like what they did with the landscaping. And then hook round. What you're going to end up in is the path that's leading to the meet and greet and decorating contest tents. Now this little area here is going to have all the individual Relay for Life teams who have set up individual booths, and you're seeing the first tier of the individual booths here. If it just keeps up, there's SLCS. Second Life Cheerleading Squad, they're everywhere, those guys, everywhere. So this is the first tier of the meet and greet tents, as we can see. Just doing a quick recording of this here. If we pop up to the second tier, here we go. Some of these look really nice. Who's this? Who? Hellfires. Oh. Can't say I've heard of them before. Is it some kind of roleplay group, I'm thinking? Who's this? They have got Renegades for Life. We have got... this is going to be... yeah. Heroes Helping Heroes. Spin the camera around. And I think this one is a dedication booth by the looks of it. Yeah, it's a dedication booth. Spin the camera around. We've got even more over here. There is a lot. There's a lot here, by the way. So that the entire point of these little booths are actual relay teams set up these booths for people to gather. It's basically a home base essentially for people in their relay team to meet up and then run around buying everything at the Living Expo. If we head back up again, we're on the final tier. I think it's the final tier. Yeah, it is. We're on the final tier. Spin round here. This one, by the looks of it, is still being set up. You have got these guys here. PSI Omega Pi Sorority Inc. I have no idea who those guys are. Spin the camera around again. Who have we got here? We have got, I think this is another dedication booth by the looks of it. Team Aurora. No, it's a relay team. Seekers of Hope. They're a regular. I recognise their name from like what, 5 or 6 years ago. The last time that I took part in an actual relay event. Over here we have got... who have we got here? Who's this? Task Force 1 for Life. Must be a rather new guy. It must be a rather new group. Oh, here's City of Magnolia. So I'm probably going to be parked out here for a couple of hours every day, at least during the opening 3 or 4 days, if people are looking for me. There's a nice booth there. Who's this? This is Team Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh. We've got United for a Cure. And next to them we have got... Who's this? Who's this? I think this is just a general booth by the looks of it. I'm not seeing an actual team name anywhere here. Oh, James Day. That must be James Day. That must be the name of it. Then we go around the back and we're heading into this area here that's got a few more booths tucked away at the back. There's one there. Dinky Magic. I wondered when the Dinkies were going to show up. They're right at the back. I don't know who these guys are, but they've got a castle all to themselves. Oh, there we are. Dragon Empire of... I have no idea what that says. Dragon Empire of something. Yeah. So this is the meet and greet area. You're going to be seeing a lot of dots in this area gathered around particular tents or particular booths, especially I'm guessing during the opening couple of days as the teams get organised for walkarounds and stuff. But it's also a good area to walk around in if you want to get to know the relay for life teams that are going to be taking part, not just in the relay itself, but here at the SL Living Expo. Over there is the ACS region, so we need to spin the camera back round. And where we're going to head to next is some of the other regions that you're going to be looking around in. Now, there is a mix of themes going on with the SL Living Expo, which is the case for any of the major expos that go on for the American Cancer Society, big theme events like the Fandom Con, for instance. Usually 4 or 5 regions, and those 4 or 5 regions have got different themes. So you're going to be seeing the same thing going on with the SL Living Expo. Each of these regions are going to have a completely different theme from each other as you're basically walking around, and most of these regions are essentially going to have little booths like these little booths that you're seeing here that have got creators in them, or they have got communities in them with items for sale or general donation booths for that particular team. And of course all the money does go to the American Cancer Society. So this is a kind of medieval looking themed region with a lot of smaller booths. I think this might be the decorating contest we're looking at here though, but there's a lot of small booths here. If we just pull the camera up and we go in between the skyscrapers here, I think we're heading into one of the event and larger booth areas. Yes, we are. So if we dip the camera down and we have a walk around, what you're going to be looking at here is some larger booths that have actually got creators in them. Now again, for the creators side of things, I would recommend heading on to Flickr or heading on to the SL Living Expo website for a list of the actual official bloggers and official Flickr picture takers, because the bloggers and the picture takers are going to be doing a much deeper dive into the actual creators that are taking part in the SL Living Expo and what kind of items you might expect to see to purchase for the expo itself. Who's this? CCT. I don't see. I think a lot of these booths are still. I think a lot of these booths are still in the process of being set up, because this is the last build day from what I remember. But it gives you an idea of the layout, if anything, if you're actually going to have a walk around the various regions. Again, each region has been themed out differently. This is a pose. This is an animation pose creator here. Right. Let's pull this camera out and have a top-down look at what's actually going on here. These skyscrapers are really tall. There we go. Top-down look at what's actually going on here. In the middle of this region, there is an open plaza. Now, if we head down to this open plaza, you're going to get more creators here. There's a name that I recognise. Christina and Vortec. It looks like her booth's already set up. She does a lot of really cool science fiction and Doctor Who based stuff and she's been doing that science fiction stuff for a very, very long time. There's a logo I recognise. United Federation Starfleet, by the looks of it. They've got their booth set up as well. But if we pull this camera up and over a little bit, I'm sure I've seen an event area here. Yes, it is. So there is an event area. In fact, there's several event areas all through the expo. So you're going to have live DJs. There is going to be live singers. I don't quite know what the times are going to be. Again, head over to the official SL Living Expo website. Link will be down in the description. That will take you to the main website, and there will be a link somewhere on that site that will give you a calendar of events, so you can find out what DJs are playing, what time they're playing, that kind of stuff. Let's pull out of the built up area and have a look at a couple of the other sims. This is a Viking themed region that we're looking at over here. I can tell that because there's a longhouse right there. Obviously a Viking themed region, and there's a big medieval castle sitting next door. We'll have a look at these two regions and then we'll call it quits, folks. I don't want this video to be too long, but yeah, this is the kind of thing that you're going to be seeing when you pop into the SL Living Expo. Remember, all of these individual buildings are going to have vendors and creators inside them, so don't just walk past. If you're having a walk around these areas, take a look inside and see what's actually up for offer. We're going to go further down this region, see what's going on down there. That looks like a palisade fort. Yes, it is. Palisade style fort for a village inside. Let's go through these gates and have a look at what's going on down here. Yeah, so you're looking at more booths. Again, more booths here with more vendors and more creators inside. I mean, I'm going to say it now. It's going to take you at least 2 days. At least 2 days to walk through all of these booths and all of these vendors. There is a lot of items and a lot of stuff that's up for sale. And of course, all of the money does go to benefit the American Cancer Society. We will head over to this sim here. Now, again, I didn't look at all the regions. I just looked at some of them. But it's a good overview of what you might expect if you're actually going to pop over here. Another palisade gate leading out of the Viking, Viking area. Let's go through here and let's go through into a medieval castle. And here we are in the medieval castle. I've got to admit, the landscaping here is pretty damn good. And it's not just the landscaping, it's also the build. The builds are really nice. I like what they've done here. Now, once again, every one of these buildings does have items inside that are set for sale. So again, if you are walking around, check out the buildings, check out what's inside the buildings and have a good walk around, because you might end up missing a couple of good deals. This is all like medieval shields and stuff there. Pull that camera out again. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff up for offer. So let's just pull the camera out and get a final overview of what's going on with these regions. There are a couple of regions that are basically missed out in this video. That's why there's going to be 2 videos to do with the SL Living Expo. This is just the first one that's going up to give people a short sneak peek of what to expect when you do actually head to the SL Living Expo. Now, I will say once again, if you are going to head over here, first of all, make sure you bring lots of money because there is a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff that you can pick up in a lot of these buildings. And secondly, check out the meet and greet booths, the little tents that I showed you at the beginning of this video. It will give you an idea of the Relay for Life teams that are taking part. It'll also give you an idea of the backstory and history of some of these teams, and basically why they're deciding to relay in Second Life, what their motives are for taking part in the Relay for Life of Second Life for 2025. That's it from me, at least for now, in the SL Living Expo. What I'm probably going to do is sometime over the coming weekend, when this event opens up, because it opens tomorrow on November the 5th, I may end up doing a live stream and a walk around while the place is busy, and pop into a couple of the big dance events and just chill out, and let you watch along with me. Anyway, that's it for me, folks. Have a good one.